children seem very naturally drawn to them, and without clutching my pearls there and saying, won't somebody think of the children, do you actually reckon that there ought to be a minimum age actually applied to the riding of these vehicles? Norman?
Well, I think it depends on the speed of the vehicle, to be honest with you. And you can get, if you take mobility scooters for elderly people, for example, there are different classifications for how fast they go as to what you can do with them. And it may well be, if you've got a scooter going at a low speed, that's perfectly all right for a child. If you're going at a much higher speed, then clearly it wouldn't be. Can I just make one more point, Darren, while I'm on the button, as it were, which is I'm totally against any suggestion they should be taxed to use them. What we need to do is have a tax system which encourages healthy behaviour and environmentally good behaviour. So, we should be basing our tax system on that. So it should be free to be on a scooter or a bicycle. We should be paying more, frankly, for highly polluting forms of transport like aviation and less for travelling by bus and train.
Well, I don't agree with the last point, but I did agree with the former point. But Michael, do you think there should be age restrictions on these?
There can be, but exactly like was just said, I think you can limit the speed, so age restriction by speed. If you're under a certain age, then you're restricted to what kind of device you can buy, the speed limit of that device. I could just kiss this guy because he's finally like another voice of reason that, which is what we're after. We're not looking at flying through, pedestrians and knocking over people who are blind and with other, any kind of disabilities or anything like that. We want harmonious movement. And I think, that is, with a little bit of regulation, but not using it as an excuse to create another tax band and put people who are already, strained. I think we can make this work. And lastly, there is a big industry waiting to happen. This industry, in certain economies, is developing in other countries, and we can take a piece of that pie and help the UK economy with that as well.